Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe. Today I will be making my strawberry crunch cheesecake. I have the same outfit on because I made 3 different things this day and I just decided to make 3 separate videos. But I just put some wax paper in the bottom of my springform pan and sprayed it with some Baker's Joy. I would advise you guys not to use wax paper, but this was all I had. Use parchment paper because wax paper it gets stuck to the bottom of your cheesecake and you have to peel it off and it's just always a mess. Here is where I put way too much spray inside of my springform pan and I had to wipe some out. Don't do this. Do it the other way because it will create a problem. And then I just cut off the excess wax paper from the outside because I do a water bath for my cheesecakes. So you really don't need the extra. And then you will see where I realized I didn't have any eggs to make my cheesecake, so I sent my boyfriend to the store. And then I decided to make dinner in between. To make your graham cracker crust, I usually use 1 pack of cookies, but I had like 2 cookies in another pack, so I just put them in there. But I just put them in my food processor and I use 4 tablespoons of melted butter and it turns out perfect every time. You put everything in your food processor, mix it all up, and then you flatten it out in your springform pan. If you like your crust to go all the way up the sides, then double the amount, but it's personal preference. I don't like it, so I don't do it. And once you do that, you just bake it for 10 minutes, and you'll be able to smell it when it's done. Now here is how your crust should look once you take it out of your food processor. You should be able to mash it into form and still be able to break it apart. That's how you know it's perfect and it's done. Now for my cheesecake, I get these 6-pack things of cream cheese from Sam's for $7. And I use 4 of them for this cheesecake. This one I use 4 because it's my 10-inch springform pan and I still like it to be pretty high. And I use 1.5 cups of sugar and 4 eggs. And you guys, please bear with me with recording these videos. I know my angle isn't the best. I'm still trying to get used to recording, period, but I do try. Once you add in your 4 blocks of cream cheese, you're going to mix it on a medium speed for 3 minutes. And then you want to add in your sugar slowly. Now when adding your eggs in, add your eggs in one at a time and just mix it on a low speed just until the yellow is gone. Now like so, you'll see I only mixed it until the yellow, you couldn't see the yellow anymore. And that'll make sure that your cheesecake doesn't rise super tall and then fall. If you mix them too fast or too long, you will get a messed up cheesecake basically. Now this is my holy grail. This is gold. This is everything. If you do not have this vanilla, please buy it. I use 1.5 teaspoons for this cheesecake, and I only use 1.5 teaspoons because once again, this is a bigger cheesecake. I can vouch for this stuff. It tastes so good. It's a little costly, but it's worth it. And once you put it in, you can mix it a little with your whisk attachment, but I would advise you to just do it with your spatula because once again with the eggs, you don't want to over mix them. And your crust should have cooled a little before you put this cheesecake mixture inside of it. Now here is where I'm going to show you guys how I do my water bath. And excuse him, I don't know what he came to show me. Wasn't important. But I used 2 sheets of foil paper because I used to use one and I always got water inside. I don't know how people don't get water at all. I still get a little bit of water with my 2 sheets, but it's way less than what it used to be. And then I just use my 1/2 sheet baking pan, because that's the biggest pan that I have right now, to fit this 10-inch springform pan. And you just pour water in it halfway up your cheesecake and you put it in a 350-degree oven for 1 hour and 15 minutes. And here is where I'm going to show you guys how I make my strawberry syrup, jam, or whatever you want to call it. People have a lot of different names for it, but you really just want to take out about 15 to 20 strawberries, depending on how much you want. Here, I had a really big cheesecake, and a lot of people like this. They like a lot of it on their cheesecake slices, so I used about 25 strawberries. And you just cut off the top, and you put them in your food processor with a little bit of water. And once again, from the previous video, please excuse my glove. My ring broke it. But once you put the water and your strawberries inside of your food processor, you just want to pour it into a medium saucepan and use a strainer so that you don't get all the seeds inside of your syrup. And I did use 1 cup of sugar in this batch of syrup, and you just let it boil until it turns a darker color. Then you pour it in a food safe bowl and you just put it in the refrigerator and it will thicken overnight. This is how your syrup should look on your cheesecake. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram and make sure that you like and subscribe to this video. Thank you.